The Roman Empire was enormous. It spanned from Morocco in the south to Great Britain in the north, from Portugal in the west to Iraq in the east. Keeping such a large empire together was a massive challenge, and the solution for the Romans were roads. Roads were used to carry people, goods, and ideas across the empire, and it aided the everyday management of the vast Roman territories. The first Roman highway was constructed in 312 BC during the Roman Republic. It was called the Appian Way, or Queen of Roads. It connected the city of Rome with the city of Capua and was built during the Second Samnite War to serve as a supply route. In total, the Roman military built 80,000 kilometers of paved, hard-surface highway. The highways constructed by the military connected Rome to other strategically important cities in Europe, Africa, and Asia, while the many small feeder roads leading into the Roman highways gave rise to the saying, "All roads lead to Rome." Roads were also a way for Rome to display its power and authority. Therefore, the roads often began and ended in a triumphal arch. The roads were used by everyone, but were especially effective tools for the military. Thanks to the roads, the empire could quickly and effectively assemble and deploy troops, outmaneuvering their enemies. Legions could move up to 20 miles per day to deal with external threats and uprisings, reducing the need for costly garrisons at the frontiers of the empire. Roman roads remained technically unequaled until the 19th century, and they were famous for their durability. Many of the roads continued to be used after the fall of the Western Roman Empire and served Europe throughout the Middle Ages, with some still in use today. The Romans used techniques and knowledge from many different cultures to build their impressive roads. They were primarily built with speed in mind. Roman engineers built their roads as straight as possible regardless of the terrain. Land surveyors used sighting poles to chart the most direct route from one place to another. The Romans drained marshes, felled forests, built bridges across rivers, and cut into mountains to create straight roads. One Roman tunnel even stretched for 1,000 meters in length. Roman engineers adopted to locally available materials but followed the same principles established in Italy. To ensure sturdiness, Roman roads consisted of 3 layers. First, a foundation of rough gravel, crushed bricks, and clay materials. Then a layer of finer gravel, and finally a surface of blocks or slabs. The center of the road sloped to the side to allow water to drain off the surface into drainage ditches, while a path of packed gravel for pedestrians typically ran along each side of the road. Busier stretches of main roads had areas where traffic pulled over. Romans cared a great deal about the upkeep of their roads. Markers on each side of the road indicated who was responsible for the maintenance and when the last repair was made, while detailed mile markers gave the distance to the nearest town and instructed travelers on the best places to stop. Along most routes, every 10 miles there were horse changing stations where government travelers could trade their tired horses or donkeys for fresh ones. Imperial couriers carried communications and tax revenues around the empire, traveling up to 60 miles per day by stopping at multiple stations along the straight Roman roads. Every 20 miles there were stations that offered food, baths, beds to sleep in, and repairs for wagons. To combat thieves and highwaymen, Roman roads were patrolled by special imperial troops who manned police posts and watchtowers, guiding vulnerable travelers, collecting tolls. In this way, merchants were protected when they traveled on Roman roads. Without the roads, the Romans wouldn't have been able to hold on to their massive empire.